Hey guys and girls, how you all doing today? Alright, welcome to Cycle 8. Okay, this is the third series, the third lineup of Cycle 8. Okay, at the time of this video's release, whether you're on Patreon or on YouTube, it should be Wednesday, I think. Okay, so generally Wednesdays are the third show or the third of whatever lineup of whatever cycle or whatever schedule I have planned. So this will be the start of the third thing that is to be Cycle 8's 2-month-long journey, if not longer, okay, for us here of the Too Lazy for Life community. And it's going to be Code Geass, or how I like to call it, Code Geass. Alright, so I'm finally going to get around to checking out Code Geass. Okay, it's been a long time requested thing. I never paid any mind until recently. Alright, and yeah, I was told it's another legendary series of the mid-2000s, and well, the mid-2000s has had a perfectly clear streak of just pulling out bangers one after another, so hey, it's another mid-2000s show, I'm all up for it. Alright, so Code Geass, I don't know anything about it, except for, surprisingly, it's been made by Studio Sunrise. Alright, I didn't know Studio Sunrise made literally anything else besides Mobile Suit Gundam. I know Studio Sunrise only because of my, 20-year-long worth of knowledge and history and experience of watching every single Mobile Suit Gundam series under the sun, except for all of the recent garbage-ass Build Fighter Gunpla commercial shit. Alright, but all of the old Gundam series, I've watched all of them, and obviously they're all made by Sunrise. Sunrise is literally the home studio to Gundam. No other studio gets to have that right. They don't give Gundam out to any other studio besides Sunrise. Alright, I think Sunrise is like a subsidiary studio of Bandai or something, I don't know, something along those lines. So, Code Geass is something else owned by Bandai, or just given to Studio Sunrise? So that's interesting. So yeah, another studio that makes it, Sunrise. And in terms of what the show's about, I literally don't know jack shit about it. Some people said that it's comparable to Attack on Titan in its themes. Okay, which makes me believe that, well, I mean, it's from Sunrise, okay, the studio that makes all the Gundam series. And people are saying that you should compare it to Attack on Titan in its themes, and having Attack on Titan running the current final season part 2 alongside with Code Geass's recipe for disaster, some people said, which means, that's kind of a giveaway of they've got very, very similar things that I'd end up, spotting and comparing them to one another against or something. So if that's the case, it has to something to do with, I guess, political anti-war shit, if it's anything from what Sunrise has done previously with Gundam. Alright, and it's a mid-2000s show, right? Mid-2000s, and it's from Sunrise that did mid-2000s Gundam series back then, and the mid-2000s Gundam series were all freaking bangers, because they were all, back then, still hard-pressed, focused on making good series with the whole anti-war, anti-conflict, and political stuff, not the current garbage-ass baby Zoomer millennial factories full of Gunpla commercial TV series, alright, aimed at fucking 10-year-olds, and their sole purpose is to just sell more Gunpla, absolutely devoid of all fucking morals and logic and any meaningful amount of discussion in those shows. But if it's a mid-2000s show, anti-war and political stuff is a very, very strong likelihood guess from me. Okay, so that's all I know about Code Geass. Alright, so this is it. The start of Cycle 8's third show in the lineup. Okay. Code Geass Episode 1. Let's see what this show's all about. Another quote-unquote legendary show. Alright, we'll see about that. Let's see how great of a legendary show this is and whether it's going to blow my socks off. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, let's go. What a way to start the show, man. God, you just gotta love that those hentai bug chirping noises, stock audio that you'd find on every like hot summer. Say, look, it's August. Oh shit! Oh, it's got mechas! Hey, Great Britain! Taking over the world. This is what we basically have. This is our wet dream at night. Okay, at how far we've fallen down the apple tree. Nowadays, it's all Britain. 3-hit, nice teeth, mate. What teeth? EU teeth. 3-hit. The day the demon was born. I didn't know this show had mechas. Those mechs look proper legit. It's like straight up Gundam shit right there. Right? Like, I'd never seen this show before. But when you go compare it to all the other recent crap that I watch, and then you go back to looking at a mid-2000s show, it has that mid-2000s, like, spirit in it that just instantly fills you with nostalgia. Was that Emiya Shiro? Huh?
お金かけてるんですよ。ブリタニア帝国第三王子クロビス殿下会見の時間です。帝国市民の皆さん、そしてもちろん協力いただいている大多数のイレブンの方々も。イレブンじゃない、日本人だ。
Yep.
正義に準じた8名に哀悼の意を共に捧げよう。
Yep. This literally just screams what I've already been watching for the past 20 years. Terrorism. Politics, war, racism. Your is really familiar as well. Who are you, Mr. Is that Kirei or Emiya? Huh? I know your voice as well. Oof. Oof. You're gonna get caught with these two. Honorary Britannians, but you are still nonetheless 11s. Okay. I can see why people said the Attack on Titan stuff. Okay. The fuck? Is this girl poison gas? I mean, yeah, sure, you can think about it that way. Poison gas to all the simps' bank accounts, maybe. Eliminate the Shinjuku ghetto. That's what Shinjuku has now become in this world, is a ghetto. Oh, what?
お前には生きるための理由があるらしい。
さっきの女か。まさか。
ラグナレクの接続、神話の再びの始まりか。
いいだろう、結ぶぞその契約。
なんだ。
ルルーシュビ・ブリタニアが命じる。貴様たちは死ね。
イエス・ヨア・ハイネス。
全く変わらない世界に飽き飽きして、でも嘘って絶望で諦めることもできなくて、だけど手に入れた力を。だから。
What a fucking edgelord. Man, this Lelouch guy, man, so edgy. That like he's so tall, he's so lanky. He looks like, you know, your typical Korean dude, and he just walks around doing that like that hand pose, like such an edgy kid. And at the same time, it fits him because he's a mid-2000s character, right? Back then, man, you thought characters today were edgy. I'm pretty sure in the mid-2000s or even earlier, though they're male characters, man. They can put on some real dramatic edginess and pantomimes for you guys. Wow, that's incredible. Okay. Talk about drama queen, melodramatic edgelords back in the mid-2000s. So let's talk about that end sequence. Okay. That end sequence. So people told me, it's like, oh, you really want to watch Attack on Titan and Code Geass together? I'm like, oh, sure. No, political anti-war. I get it. Same theme, same topics. I'll probably be just reiterating over the same stuff over and over again, right? So you have, you know, the whole anti-war stuff, and you have like different colonies and races fighting each other, the feeling of oppression and slavery and all that shit. And then it's supposed to teach you about, you know, the whole meaning of peace, love, and understanding and tolerance, and the whole anti-war message, okay? And then you have politics thrown in. I thought it was going to be about that. I did not expect that ending bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But did Lelouch just inherit the powers of the founding Titan right there, right? In his final moments before he was about to get shot by those Britannians, he just made a contract with that green-haired girl thing. Well, she clearly isn't, you know, human. She must be like, I don't know, a heroic spirit. Okay, she somehow has the power of all of Britannia, I guess. Okay, she's like something that can control all of the Britannian people in the same way that the founding Titan in Attack on Titan can control all Eldians. So Lelouch just made a contract and bound him, so he got the power of the king, right? The power of the founding Titan. And then suddenly he can just order all of those Britannian soldiers to off themselves, right? Just mind controlled them in the same way that Eren had the power of the coordinate, and once he can activate it, he can just control all of the Titans to just do what he wants, right? Like in the end of season 2. Was that it? Huh? Lelouch just got the power of the King of Britain, the something along those lines, okay? The origin of Britannia's royal family heritage, right? The founding Titan, and now he's basically Eren. Oh boy, this could be great. This could be great. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm not gonna shit on it. It's good. All right, this first episode was really, really good. Okay, like the whole mid-2000s, like nostalgic feel of just the whole art design and everything about it. Like I said during the video, okay, like the 2010s animes, even though I haven't seen them before, the moment a boomer like me just lays eyes, okay, on the art, on just the feel, on the production of a 2010s anime, you can instantly see it. It's just that obvious if you had lived through that period and you had seen some shows from the 2010s. Me predominantly being a Gundam fan, watching most of the Gundam stuff from the mid-2000s. All right, and it was made by Sunrise as well, so that's a double positive. That's a double bonus. Okay, and yeah, just the whole general premise of this show, I dig it. Okay, it literally is just like me watching another Gundam series. Okay, another good one at that, with just a whole post-apocalyptic world war conflict setting. And there are different factions trying to go at each other's throats, trying to, one trying to do world domination, thinking that they're the Nazis, and the other oppressed side trying to, make change, try to make the world a better place through peace, love, and understanding, and martyrdom, and all these other, quote-unquote terroristic takes on trying to be the ones to blaze the trail in order to try and change the current state of society and overthrow these tyrannical overlords of the corrupted government. So basically it's like Attack on Titan. Okay, the Attack on Titan thing also follows just about this same set of themes, all right, and concepts and topics and whatnot, but it looks cool. By the way, I always wanted to point this one topic out ever since we learned that Attack on Titan isn't just about some dark fiction, humans versus giant, naked, ugly bastard titans sort of series, but in fact it was, in the grand scheme of things, the end game, the long game, this entire time was all to do with practically no different from Universal Century Timeline Mobile Suit Gundam. It's to do with the whole political, anti-war, anti-conflict stuff, alright? So since that was the case, don't you think Attack on Titan is basically a mecha anime? I even previously said, joked around about the Titans, the ones that are, Titan shifters, right? The human Titans, they're basically Jaegers, like in Pacific Rim, which are basically Gundams, okay, mechas. Don't you think Attack on Titan is just like, Mobile Suit Gundam? All right, it's basically just a very, very cosmetically different skinned version of Universal Century Timeline's Mobile Suit Gundam. Alright, instead of piloting giant robotic mechs, Eren and the gang are quote-unquote piloting these giant naked-ass titanic giant human-sized, giant-sized creatures known as Titans. They're practically mechs. Alright, if you can see it that way. Right? So, you could say Attack on Titan was inspired by mecha anime, and instead of just copying and making another mecha anime, the author's like, no, I'm gonna do Titans instead. Humans now get to control these big, giant, flesh and bone, and human-like looking, gargantuan-sized creatures known as Titans. And they even said in one of the episodes, right back in season 3, there always is just this one Titan that runs ahead, runs far above all the others, trying to be like the trailblazer, trying to make change, okay, trying to change history, something along those lines. I can't remember the exact dialogue, right? Which is the same as in mecha anime. In mecha anime, there's always just that one shining beacon of example, like what Kiritsugu always says in Fate Zero, alright, to Saber. Like in every era in all of history, there's always just that one shining beacon of an example that everyone follows, okay, that leads everybody to their deaths, okay, for his ideals to try and change the world. Just that one iconic, legendary character that makes his stamp on history. So that's what mecha anime generally is all about for me. It's just like there's always just these main characters that pilot these iconic, unique, overpowered suits that are supposed to be like symbols of change and revolution, trying to make change to the existing static world order of society and the general laws that the current overlords, corrupted governments of the Illuminati and all the other garbage ass shit that I rant on about tyrannical masters that are just subjugating and oppressing all of the low commoners, all right, the peasants of the rest of the world. And then you have these main male MC Kungs and female MC Kungs that are just going around piloting giant suits, trying to fight and make peace, right? Attack on Titan does the same thing. And based on what I can see here, just from purely based off of the first episode of Code Geass, looks like we might be in for the same train ride. All right. Seems like it's just going to be another show about high school kids piloting giant mechs in a post-apocalyptic world full of conflict and corruption and tyrannical overlords that need to be dethroned. Am I close? Am I anywhere in the ballpark? Obviously, there's going to be some unique twists and changes and spins on it, which I'm eager to find out about what Code Geass has in store for me. But overall, it was a good episode. All right, it definitely makes me feel very old, very nostalgic. It's like, you know, take a trip down memory lane, going back and watching the good old Gundam shows back when I was a kid. So I'm all up for this ride. Okay, and this show's got like, what, 50, 60 episodes, 5 movies, a bunch of OVAs. Gonna be a long-ass ride, guys, and just based purely off of episode 1. It looks like it's gonna be a good ride. It looks like we might be sticking with this show for the next half a year, if not longer. Alright, so that's all of my thoughts for episode 1. Very, very good episode to set the scene. I don't think we need to discuss it any further. It's very, very much the same as, let's say, Attack on Titan, or if you've seen any other Gundam series previously, it's the same as all the other Gundam series that I've seen previously. Pretty much the same cookie cutter 101 scene setting to start things off. Okay, so we'll just leave it at that. Alright, so that's it. That's all of my thoughts. That's my reaction to episode 1 of Code Geass. Okay, hope you guys have enjoyed it. All of you Code Geass fans out there that just found this channel for the first time. You never discovered me previously because you never bothered to check out, or YouTube just threw me under the bus again, buried me in the search results such that most of you guys never found me on any of the other previous shows that I did on this channel on YouTube or on Patreon that you guys also watched, but you never found me through them. Alright, but you found me through Code Geass. If you've liked what you've seen on episode 1, alright, consider joining the community, alright, and join me on my first time roller coaster train ride through your favorite show, Code Geass, alright? And just fill up all of my comment sections full of knowledge and full of insight and takes as to what I missed out or what I got right and wrong and what you want to talk about. I could get back to you guys as soon as possible. All right, on that. All right, so like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe. Click the button down below. Help me bump up them sub numbers, guys, and join the community. All of those social media links you need are given in the video description down below. So go check those out as well. All right, my Discord link is also given down there. Please click that. Join the Discord if you can. I very much appreciate it. There's over 100 odd members of us now in there in that Discord. So if you guys want to join us, and make some brand new weeb friends online, nerd out over all things anime and video games, then consider joining that Discord, guys. Okay, it's always open. Okay, you're always welcome. Make an account. Takes 2 seconds if you haven't got one yet. Just click the link. Join the server. We're in there all week, all month, all year long for you guys to chat with. Alright, and also consider joining the Patreon if you haven't done so already, where you can unlock all of the full uncut, unedited reactions that you not find anywhere else, and also get 1 week early access ahead of the YouTube crowd for all future uploads, like next week's episodes if you're watching this on YouTube. If you can't wait, go check those out. Alright, big massive shout out to all of my existing patrons right now supporting me on Patreon, and last but not least, big massive shout outs to the Sloth Troopers, Tomato and Eden's Musketeer, and to the Supreme Sloth Supporter, Zozo. Okay, thank you so much for signing up to the Supreme tier, mate. Absolute freaking legend. Okay, supporters of that caliber come around only like once a year or two. Okay, very, very rare. But when they do come around, shocks me every time. Okay, thank you so much, Zozo, and thank you so much, my Sloth Troopers. You guys are absolute freaking legends. Alright guys, that is episode 1, the beginning of our Code Geass journey with your boy Too Lazy for Life here at the start of Cycle 8. Hope you've enjoyed the reaction and hope you guys will stick along with me for the ride for the rest of Code Geass, okay, or Code Geass, or Code Geass. I think I'm just going to call it Code Geass from now on, okay, much easier for me. Alright, and also go check out my reactions to ReZero and to the rest of the movies coming out throughout movie month, okay, for Cycle 8. Okay, I'm sure you guys would appreciate some of the movies coming out on this channel, okay, for Cycle 8. Very, very good stuff coming out so far. Cycle 8 is going to be an absolute blast with the amount of heavily stacked, based shows out for this cycle. I'm thoroughly excited. So much good shit. So far, we've gone through some stuff already with some movies, ReZero, and now Code Geass. I'm thoroughly impressed with all of the selections this time. All right, none of the selections so far have put me to sleep even for 1 second. Unlike a certain blue boy. Unlike a certain slimy, blobby blue boy that literally put me to sleep on episode 1, 10 minutes in. Okay? But we're past that now, and now here we are, rocking it with an insane lineup for this cycle. Hope you guys check them all out and show your support, alright? So, I'll see you guys all next time for episode 2. Alright, guys, but until then, that is it from your boy Too Lazy for Life. I'll catch you later.